So today's live is the difference between an externally motivated dog and an internally motivated dog. So sometimes Marley is internally motivated. You probably have a cat or a dog like that that doesn't need someone to externally motivate them, like throw a ball. They can just play with air, right? Or they can go find a ball and throw it for themselves. That's the internally motivated dog. And then there's the externally motivated dog that has to have a ball to play with. Somebody has to throw in the ball. So Marley is both internally and externally motivated. When Marley wants to go chase the ball, he bothers Kimmy and I. He harasses us. He picks up the ball and he drops it on the hardwood floor repeatedly. And if that doesn't get our attention, then he comes and grabs us or barks at us to take him fetching the ball, because that's when Marley's externally motivated. The problem with being externally motivated, as Marley will demonstrate, is you have to have somebody who actually then is in charge of your destiny, in charge of your progress, in charge of your productivity, your success, when they decide what kind of ball to throw. So if they throw a white tailor-made 11, well, you may not like that as much as you like a orange Vice #1 ball, right? So when you're externally motivated, you're totally at the mercy of whatever kind of incentive somebody throws out. And you may not like the incentive, or you may not think it's fair, or you don't like the rules, or it doesn't come at a good time, right? Or after a while, you win all the contests and you're not motivated anymore. And that's the fallacy with being externally motivated. So what you want to be is you want to channel your inner Marley, self-motivated. So here, this is part of Marley's external motivated, so he has to sit before we throw in the ball. So right now he's eyeing the two balls, and they see externally motivated, right? So Marley isn't going to do anything until I throw in the ball. Now sometimes at the house, Marley will just run around and around and around and around and around the coffee table, because that's when he's internally motivated. He doesn't need Kimmy and I to throw a ball. He just is motivated to run and play because that's in his DNA, right? So what you and I want to do is we want to channel our inner Marley so that we're motivated from our own DNA, from our own vision, our own values. And we don't need somebody to dangle a carrot in front of us, because as soon as they start doing that, then we get in the habit of being manipulated. And we're smart rats, right? So manipulation wears off, right? Doesn't work anymore, or we start crying. We start the first time somebody throws a contest in front of us, that's like yippee-ki-yay, it's wonderful, right? And then after 3 or 4 contests, we start analyzing and critiquing the contest rules, and we don't think it's fair, and we think it should be changed, right? And that's just human nature. That's when external motivation doesn't work anymore. It's like, how many new cars can you buy that actually motivate you to go do something, or how many new homes, or how many new pair of shoes, right? It's really cheap, superficial, temporary motivation. And if you want to master the journey, so I think the best definition of success is Napoleon Hill's, the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So that is really fancy speak for the journey, right? Fall in love with the journey, fall in love with the process, make that success. Like, as long as you're making progress, think about it. Like, if you've got business metrics or fitness metrics you're following, isn't it good enough if you're just making progress? I mean, you may not be hitting all your goals, but if this month's better than last month, and this month is way better than 2 months ago, or even significantly better, that's progress, right? We feel fantastic. And the only way you get that is to develop your motivation inside, from your own values, your own gift, your own life purpose, and your own vision. And make some of those visions falling in love with the process, right? So Marley does that by he just envisions how much fun it'll be to run around the coffee table chasing his tail. And so he does it until he's all worn out. And that's what you and I want to do. So I know you've been dying to watch Marley. Are you ready? Keep your eye on the ball, Marley. We have clocked him behind the golf cart. This little guy with like 6-inch legs can run 25 miles an hour. Isn't that crazy? So that's the lesson of today. Just got done with my virtual workout with Colleen Riddle. Kimmy's on the ferry to Lahaina to have her hair done. That's how you roll here on the line. If you need to get your hair done, you get on the ferry and take a 45-minute ride to the other island to get your hair done. Hey, ready? Watch him jump. He jumps and catches it. That's Daily Dose of Salt. If you think that message has some value, it's Monday. What's Monday? It's Tag Day, Share Day. Rhymes with Monday, right? Thank you for following. See you tomorrow.